Guys, what is going on? We're back at Stars and Strikes, American gasoline, guys. The home of the best gasoline in the world. It's an opinion, guys, just like Gavin Newsom. See, here's the thing, guys. Everybody that's on the internet is talking about how bad Gavin Newsom is, but the real thing with Gavin Newsom, guys, is it's just an easy pivot point for Republicans to talk about something right now. That's all it is. It's a it's a very easy topic for people to discuss that aren't from here, that don't live here, that don't have any idea of California infrastructure, the California wildlife, and the way everything's set up here. They don't have the slightest clue. It's like when I walk around away from the music and the hustle and bustle. The people that are talking about this certain stuff don't even live here. They don't even understand um, basic stuff. So the thing with Gavin Newsom and the hair gel and just the talking crap in a series of economic downfall and frankly natural disaster and everything that goes with those two things, that is what we're choosing to talk about. So what I'm trying to choose to talk about is from somebody that's here. For one, Gavin Newsom's down at the fires. You might say, oh, he's just walking around, getting caught in lies and, this, that, and the other. Well, guys, the reason we're having fires here, okay, is because of the fact that it hasn't rained in a year. Okay, it hasn't rained in one whole year here in Northern California. We have water down here. I made it, I commented on a channel, my Real Estate Mindset, the other day. Tijuana gets their fucking water from California. There's no lack of water down here. These things are just they're stage acts, guys. It's like you guys watching the show. You're watching it for entertainment. I mean, you're hopefully getting something out of it, but you're watching it for entertainment. So everybody here recently has been talking about Gavin Newsom. It's been popping up on my feed. I'll click on a video and it's basically just them twisting the narrative a certain way, guys. Gavin Newsom's down here. I talked with him the other day. Shook his hand. He said, "You're doing a great job here on your cryptocurrency theory channel." I said, thanks, Gavin. And, he recommended some hair products to me. But my point is, guys, is there's so much stuff on the internet that people they don't really fully understand. They're just trying to take sides with a certain narrative. That's all this is. California has water in all the state reservoirs. The fucking municipalities are a separate thing. If those are not full, well, it's probably because it hasn't fucking rained here an entire year. This is what the weather's been like for an entire year. So, I mean, it'll be cloudy. It might have sprinkled, it might have misted, but there hasn't been any substantial rain since last January, last February, December, when we had basically a monsoon of rain for about 3 to 4 months, and it basically flooded the entire area anywhere south of fucking, I don't know, San Luis Obispo. Anywhere south of there. I mean, there was flooding all in the state. It was up in Oregon. There was flooding here, flooding in the entire Southern California area, Central California, Northern California. So we have the water. It's not about getting the water here. It's about when you have an environment there's been no rainfall an entire year, things are going to get dry, guys. Not everything is hooked up to irrigation. Everything isn't hooked up to an irrigation port. So yes, we have areas that are naturally developed out, spacing in between the stuff. In my opinion, California has way too much irrigation not needed, growing all these fucking plants. And then when everybody goes to turn on the water, if we try to turn on the water everywhere at one time, we're going to lose pressure, guys. It's basic fucking chemistry. We're going to lose pressure. That's the reason we don't have any water, guys. It's not about we're saving, trying to do all these things. California has water. It has a ton of fucking water. Fucking Mexico gets its water from us. So my point is, when it doesn't rain for an entire fucking year and people are trying to say, oh, it's the governor's fault, it's California's fault, I'm leaving California. I tell them, bye, leave. Because if you're not fucking helping, you're not doing us any fucking favors here. I'll tell you that. And another thing I'll tell you guys is just the basic foundation of why the fires are so pronounced. We're having fucking 20-mile-an-hour winds. It's windy out here. It's windier near the beach. You got winds blowing 20 miles an hour, and you have a place that has not rained in over a year, guys. I mean, the foliage is like Kentland or whatever the fuck the word's called. You literally could spark it. You could throw a bottle out with a little bit of gasoline in it and just, or whatever, or, you know, a car could backfire. That would be enough combustion with the wind to start a major fire. Now, if that starts near a water hose, great. But if it starts out in the middle of the fucking area like it did, it's going to spread. It's going to spread and gain intensity. It's going to gain intensity as it grows towards the cities. That's what happened in Altadena and fucking, what is it? The Palisades up there near Malibu. So my point is, guys, is you have foliage, all right? Okay, this has irrigation. Okay, there's irrigation on the mountains, but to a certain extent, we don't have infrastructure built out because that would be fucking, how are we gonna build water irrigating that entire fucking mountain? Does that make sense? Does that make calculated sense? You can water parts of it. There's ways to, you know, max it out and get it saturated with water. But these things are taken off in miles and miles of area into the woods where there's natural cycles, guys, that happen. We can't water that entire fucking mountain. It's impossible. That we can't do, okay? Sorry, the human race can't do that. The governor can't do that. People can't do that. So that is why we're having the fires down here, guys. It's not about fucking no water or anything like that. It's about, it hasn't rained in over a year, and it's very dry and it's windy. Okay, it's a great recipe for fires. So, boom.